I was feeling a lot after watching the final episode of Daredevil Born Again. The first thing I felt is annoyance because Hannah, or whatever Matt's girlfriend's name is still around. At this point, I'm not quite sure what the point of her being here is. How is she furthering the plot? And we all know at this point, Matt isn't really feeling her. His reaction when he woke up, the first name he said was Karen. She should have gotten the hint right there. I got secondhand embarrassment watching that. A push and pull between Karen, Matt, and Frank that I'm super interested in. I need season 2 to come out ASAP so we can find out what's going on there. Because Karen obviously has feelings for both of them. The feelings may not be the same, but they're both valid. Matt knows she and Frank have feelings for each other because their hearts were beating fast for each other. And of course, Frank knows she and Matt have history. He was shipping them before I think they thought of each other as a romantic interest. So I really want to see where that goes. The scenes I was most interested in were Frank's, when he was fighting against this new police force. Also, their brutality is insane. That Fisk signed off on. They're shooting anyone in the streets, and apparently they're idolizing Frank, and they were having a fan boy moment when they captured him. They were like, join us, you inspired us, which is so ironic because in the last series all the cops hated Frank. This one, he's actually killed some of them in front of their comrades, but still they want him to join. They admire him, and I feel like Frank had a moment where he was horrified and disgusted with them. He was, I can't remember his speech exactly right now, but he said something along the lines of, you really think we're the same? A bunch of thugs like you? And I felt like his capture was lackluster, how they captured him. But of course, these are not gangs. These are actual cops with some training. Some of them could be vets too. So of course they're going to be able to capture Frank. I'm so glad that they did not choose to kill him and instead captured him, since it gave him the opportunity to escape at the end, which that scene was amazing. However, we finally get some insight into why Foggy died. Initially, I and a lot of other people thought that Dex killed him as, revenge against Matt for helping to put him away. But in fact, Dex was hired by, what is her name, Mariana or Vanessa? I always get the names confused, the comic version versus the show. But she hired Dex to get rid of Foggy without Fisk knowing, because Foggy was stumbling upon their plan for that property they were buying. Now, I feel like that scene where we see her make that deal with Dex was super interesting because he's drugged up. He's not really thinking straight. And already we know he has his own psychological issues that makes him kind of easy to manipulate. And I feel like once he killed Foggy, he sort of woke up to the fact that he was used, he was tricked, and now he's like, I need to take out Fisk and Vanessa. I want to see Matt, I want to see if he can forgive Dex. I understand if he can't, because I personally wouldn't be able to. But Matt knows Dex history. He knows his past. I think he listened to the tapes with his therapist. And knowing how manipulative the Fisk family is, I want to see if he can come to some sort of understanding with him, team up with him to finally take them down. And I wonder if he'll let Dex and Frank kill them, or if he'll join in. I doubt it, because Matt flip-flops. But that team up would be so epic. Daredevil, Punisher, and Bullseye. No one would stand in their way. But if they do team up, what will they do with Dex afterwards? You can't leave him wandering around. He needs a North Star. Is he going to let Matt be his North Star? Which would be amazing, because Matt is so firm in his beliefs. I think Dex would consciously or subconsciously adopt his moral compass. Heard through the grapevine that the Punisher is getting a special series, a limited series. I hope we see a continuation from where we left off with Daredevil Born Again, in between waiting for season 2 and we see what happens with these three characters.